Perfect. Right. So welcome to the session again. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Actually, I just returned very fast in my bike and then attending this session.
Oh,
I had totally forgot that I had a clapping session today because it was my graduation day.
oh yeah. How was it? You told me about it yesterday, no? Yeah. How did it go?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I met all my friends after a really long time.
Yeah, that's so sweet. You probably caught up with like the entire batch, no? Man,
Everyone are
that's sweet.
placed in different software companies, and I
Yeah.
I relived my college days. I met my teachers. I met my friends. I
Hmm.
visited my college. Everything was
Hmm.
really fun.
Hmm. That makes sense. That seems like a long day. So how was it like? How was it catching up with the teachers again? Because some of them you might have liked, some of them you might have not liked back in college.
But sometimes I have to act like I liked both
Like
of them.
them. Yeah, exactly. I know. I've been there. Oh man. But yeah, I think the thing about college life or school life is there are going to be plenty of teachers you'll hate, but somehow once you're done with the degree, your that hate just like disappears. Like
Exactly.
you
I
don't
I
you don't
even
start
forget.
liking them, but yeah,
Exactly. I forget why I hated them, and
yeah, that's there. Like you don't particularly like them, but you also don't hate them. I think you get to
and
that point.
yeah, they will lose some control over us at
Ah,
this
yeah.
point. That's why maybe we don't hate them,
Yeah,
but don't
that
like
is.
them either.
That is the reason I think because when you're back in like college or school at that time they hold that entire internals thing and everything. It always has like a hold on your neck, right? That you're like, okay, I can't say anything. Once you're done with college, you're like, I don't worry about it anymore. You don't like you're not in the position of authority anymore for me at least. So I think that's there.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
man, oh, but that's like a
I
tangent.
also noticed one more thing, just like you said. I
Hmm.
met one of my junior, and I was speaking with him, and then I met my one of my professor. I spoke
Hmm.
to him in very calm tone, and
Hmm.
my friend was still getting nervous.
Like your junior.
Yeah, because he still
Yeah,
have
oh, he's
authority
still
over
in
it.
college, no?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that makes sense. True. Yeah, I think especially the professors and like there is always one HOD, no? And HODs are usually
exactly.
very
I met my
strict.
HOD. I thought you might
Yeah.
not know the word HOD, so I used
Oh
professor.
no, HODs are everywhere. In every college, every department has an HOD. So HODs, I think they are the scary ones because I mean, I don't know because they are like the supreme authority of your department, right? So everything that
Exactly.
you need to get done, it needs the signatures. So while you're in college, it's very scary. Once you're done with college, you're like, huh, I'm not worried from you anymore, not
Yeah.
scared of you anymore. While you're in college,
Today
that's
the
the most
first
scary person.
time. Yeah. Today the first time I didn't feel anything.
Yeah. I think HODs like half of the time they don't remember the faces of the students also. They don't remember you. You remember them because they created a huge fear in you. So you remember them. But to them, you are like, it's fine. They treat you normally, and you're like, when I was in college, you were such a shitty person, and now suddenly you're nice to me. So,
Exactly.
yeah, that happens. But I don't know why. What is this entire thing about HODs and these people in position that they are so scary and they try to maintain it that way? And like, you can be nice. Why do you try to be so bad to the kids? They're going to hate you. They like abuse you every day in their hearts. Do you really want so much hatred? Just be nice to them.
No, maybe
But
they
yeah.
want some privacy. They
What
don't.
privacy? They already have the entire cabins and everything. HOD
No.
especially.
If they will become close, then people will start disturbing them. Maybe.
Oh, well. I mean, we discuss them regardless, but we say the bad stuff only because they're so strict. I don't know one day where I have like appreciated my HOD in my new college. Like every day we crib about her and we're like, we don't like her, we don't like her. And it's every day. It's like on a daily basis. Because right now we're still scared of her. She's like a scary personality in general. So I think we all hate her equally. But at some point we might start liking her. I don't know. I think probably when I'm done with college, I might be like, okay. So that point will come very late in life, I think. So yeah. My previous college, like the college that I did my bachelor's from, the HOD there was like super nice, and I'm still in touch with him. He was like, I think those professors were like in generally very cool and calm. So my bachelor's was very smooth because of that. I loved all my professors. They were just very chill, as they were more chill than the students sometimes. So yeah, but the new college, their entire authoritative system is so bad to settle into, man.
The way you speak, the way you act, you just remind me of my cousin who is living in USA right now.
Oh man.
I miss
Does he
the
also,
days I used to spend time with her.
yeah, I get it. Do they also hate like their teachers?
Yeah, even that is there.
Yeah, I get it, man. Oh, but yeah. But why? So how come like you never went abroad? Did you wish to move out at any point?
Yeah, in 11th standard, when I had my exams and my mom
Mm-hmm.
dad went to Japan, and I missed that
Mm-hmm.
opportunity.
Ah, okay. Right. But you like, do you wish to sort of settle abroad or maybe do a degree abroad or something like that now?
No, not any plans, but I want to visit some countries, and then I will think
Hmm.
about it. I
Same.
won't
Yeah.
tell something which I don't know.
That makes sense. I think that's a big decision, so it completely makes sense that you wish to
Do you
visit a country.
remember the first time I spoke with you? I told you that do you like to travel the world, and you gave your justification that you don't like, but you have certain places
Yeah.
that you like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Till then, I was thinking that I want to travel the world, and now,
I
now
changed your
I,
perception.
now I'm way more specific.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. But it's true. I don't know. Like, whenever I ask somebody, people are like, whenever I ask them, what is that one thing you want to do in life? The first answer is always, I want to travel the world. And my question to them is always, do you really want to travel the world? Because there are so many places in the world that you might not enjoy.
And
And
did you even visit one country before
yeah,
saying that you
that you
traveled the
wish to
world?
travel, because I think people don't realize traveling comes at its own cost. Traveling includes a lot of stuff that goes into it, and since traveling I have realized that I don't enjoy it. I'm not a fan of it, because the going part, the entire journey in the plane, that entire packing up of suitcases, it's all exciting, but if you're doing it regularly, it gets tiring for me, and I realize, okay, I don't want to travel like that. I want to travel to specific spots that are very famous, go enjoy there and come back. So that's there. I don't want to be the adventurous person anymore who wishes to travel the world. Not at all. My God. Especially since I heard my friends tell me stories, I'm like, I'm good at my home. Just
My
Netflix is nice.
sister speaks about like packing.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Trekking is that reminds me trekking. I don't know why a lot of people are interested in trekking, and some people talk about trekking without knowing what it entails. Okay, and they're just like, I want to be a trekker and everything. I'm like, do you know that on higher altitudes you can't breathe? So do you still wish to go and trek those places? And when they actually get the hardships of trekking, they're like, okay, maybe we don't like it that much. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. I know very few people who genuinely enjoy trekking, like trekking to good higher altitudes. So that's there. I'm definitely not a fan. I feel like I'm physically not fit for that. It requires too much. My body is like, no, just sit at home and watch Netflix.
It's very tiring. Even I've been to so many places with my friends for trekking,
Yeah.
but I never been to a place where oxygen was required. So
Ah, makes sense. Good enough. Well, those places are scary. I have gone for trekking in like Himachal Pradesh and all these kind of near like hill areas, and I have realized that I didn't also go to any place where oxygen was required. But in higher altitudes, your breathing still gets slow. So from that only, I realized I am not traveling
meant
person. I'm not meant for this. I am meant to sit and enjoy a cup of hot coffee in mountains. That's about it. So that's why I enjoy going to hilly places. I really like cold places, maybe because I live in Delhi, so it's 8 months of summer. So I really like cold places because of that. So yeah, those places are enjoyable. I go and like enjoy, but then I come back. And when I go, I just stay in the hotel and nearby areas and I enjoy the good greenery over there. I'm not like, oh, let's go like run in the fields or something like that. I don't do that at all. So that's also there. But do you have any favorite spots as of like the kind of places that you would like to travel to? Like hilly areas or beachy areas, that sort of a thing. Or still
Maybe I
discover.
want to go to some place where there is extreme silence and yeah, kind of trekking. I went to some mountain in
Yeah,
Coorg
yeah. Mm-hmm.
where it's very cold and it's
Mm-hmm.
a place that where entire atmosphere is so quiet and I meditated there.
Oh, yeah.
I
That
sat
is
there
good.
and saw the peak.
Uh, I
It was
get it.
great experience. Only the journey part is hard, but once you reach the peak, then it's great.
Yeah. There's a place like that in South. Like it's not on higher altitudes, but it's like a hilly area. It's not higher altitude, but it's good greenery. Like it's lush green and it's quite cold. It's called Munnar. I think it's in the.
Ah,
It's
Munnar.
like yeah, it's the border of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Most of it is in Kerala, I think, but it touches the border of Tamil Nadu. So that place, my God, it is so beautiful and it is silent, like silent as hell. There is no noise and it's very clean. It's very clean and it's lush green. So it's like a good place to visit if you are like a person who likes quiet,
No, I
because
have some
not
dreams
a lot of people know.
to go to Munnar, ride Royal Enfield, and
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, I actually saw that happening. Like, I didn't do it. I was so going normally through a car only. Uh, but there was this entire group of people. I think there must have been 6 or 7 boys,
yeah,
and
just like
they
me.
were, like they were having like these bikes and all, and it was so cool to watch. But then I saw their like bags and everything. I was like,
So much.
that's a lot of weight, lot of weight, but they were able to do it, so it was fun. I was so nice looking at them. I had an interaction with them and I got to know they had been, I don't remember the place, but they have come from really far. They have traveled from like nearly Chennai to that place like on
Oh
bikes.
my goodness. Oh.
So they covered it over a span of several days. They took pauses in the middle, and I was like, wow, you really love biking, because this was like a long journey, and I was like, man, I can never do that. But it sounded fun. It sounded very fun. So that's there.
Even I
But
like bike
yeah,
riding, and even I traveled
that is why.
not that much, but I traveled a lot with two of my biker friends.
Uh, Makes sense.
So
So do you also have a dream to take bike to Ladakh? Because I
definitely,
think
definitely.
most like bikers have that dream
The
that
thing is,
once
my
they need
parents
to
are
visit Ladakh.
scared that bike accidents are very scary.
Yeah,
So
they are, man. And yeah, bike. Actually, the thing is, in like when you start going towards Ladakh, the thing is like it's a very cold region, right? Especially depending upon what month you're going in. You can't take your like clothes off and on again and again as the temperature changes. So it's very hard to travel in one sort of clothing for long distances. And in some places, it's very icy. And yeah, there is no proper sense of direction. That is one thing I've realized. Like you can't act like the road is going somewhere and it's plain land. You don't know where it's going. You're just like, I hope this is the right place. So that's another thing. So yeah, and especially people who like bike at night, that's very scary. That's the scarier part, because not just like other people on vehicles are scary, at that time even animals are scary enough. So yeah, that's that. One of my friends had an accident with a yak, and I was like, what were you thinking while driving at night? What is going to happen? Literally got into an accident with a yak, and the local people got really offended because for them it's like a very precious animal. So they got very offended, and it was somebody's like domestic yak. And I was like, great.
uh,
And you had to pay them a lot of money and everything, and they calm them down to get out of the situation and not get it reported or anything. But I was like, you have to be very stupid to like travel at night in Ladakh. So anyway, the daytime hours are very less there. So that's also there. But yeah, but it sounds fun. It sounds fun to go with friends, especially people who like living in tents and all, because there are no hotels as such.
I am not a 10 person.
Yeah, you should try like living in tents. I think if you practice
No,
like
no,
start practicing living in tents.
no. Now I feel that I'm good with Netflix.
But I get it, I get it. Because yeah, I when I realized that I was like also a very traveler enthusiast. I was like, huh, I want to travel India. I want to go to these. I realized how I have to live. I was like, you know what? Maybe my home is good. Hotels are great. So I'm like, yeah.
Dude, I'm a chess player, and
Hmm.
my college sent me for chess to Chitradurga,
Okay.
and oh my god, it was a horrible experience. I love
What?
chess, but after that incident, I stopped liking chess because I didn't like it. It was horrible.
What?
that,
What happened
that
now? This sounds exciting. What happened with you?
it was
I like
like
other people's misery.
I
Go
had to
ahead.
go to a place, and there I think the session will end any moment, and next session will start
Yeah,
again.
but yeah, it's fine. You continue. Yeah.
Yeah. So for chess, I had to sleep in some storehouse, and
Oh,
there in the hall, had to sleep. There was no proper thing to sleep, and then that was not the horrible part. The horrible part was the washroom. Uh, there nearby, there were some hostels, and there was one washroom, only one washroom, which we were given access. And that washroom, the door was in my hand,
oh, the
so
door is. Oh,
the door is not fixable.
oh,
And
there is no bolt in it.
no, there is nothing. There is just a door, and you have to be a bodybuilder to lift it
How do
and
you
keep it like
manage it? That's so hard.
And there was no water. I had to bring water from buckets
Oh
from
my
the
God.
first floor. After this
No.
incident, I never ever went for chess. My tutor thought that I'm not showing interest in chess, but the reality is I never told anyone.
My God. You are simply not interested in the idea of going anywhere where there are no washrooms.
Exactly.
But that is so
Exactly.
bad, yeah. One, it's stupid. Secondly, my God, like they could have let you just stay in the hostels, no?
Yeah.
It's just so dumb, man, so dumb. And I mean, wow. Well, I wouldn't even feel like playing in a place like that. I'll be like, you know what? I want to go home because I have
No, I
not
think
peed properly in 2 days.
in our case, girls were given a little bit better privilege, but boys were only four boys were
Man.
there, and there were many girls. So
But still, that doesn't mean they will not get. If there are four boys, then the very easily they could have like made you settle in the hostels.
yeah.
But they're so dumb.